Hello, everyone, or should I say good evening? I should have been did this update earlier. I've been having it on my mind, but I got sidetracked with a lot of other things. But let me just say, this is Pinky, the one and only Pinky the Housewife. And also, I'm going to carry this on my second channel, Pink Global, and my third channel, the original Pinky. That's me. I'm Pinky on all my channels. Okay. But let's go ahead and get into the update. And let me just put this on so we can, I'll be talking uh, while I do it. Okay. I'm going to be talking while I put this on. This is Paramount weather. This is in Florida, I guess. But anyway, Florida is getting the blizzard too. Nobody can escape this weather. Okay? Nobody can escape this weather, Okay? You can see there's two men been out there for the longest trying to get this car unstuck. This is in driving in Florida. You know, those people can't drive in Florida. But I'm going to go ahead and this is live. Well, it was, yeah, it is. It's live. So let me just go ahead and while we're watching this, I'm going to be getting the house rules out of the way because I don't want to hold you all up without giving you everything. Welcome to the Pink House. Okay? Make sure you hit that like button. You got to hit that like button, okay? That's how I'm going to keep bringing you all this great content. But I also got some celebrity news I'm going to have to drop in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to go live on that. Uh, also, hit the subscribe button. We need to get me to 6,000 on Pinkie the Housewife. 6,000 on Pinkie the Housewife. So I need everybody to hit that subscribe button. Okay, subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and thank you so we can continue to watch. And don't forget about my second channel, Pink Global. Y'all are doing that no justice at all. They've been trying to get this car out for the longest. My son would have that car out in a New York minute because that's all they do on snow times like this. They go out, him and his crew, and they pull people out. It's a whole lot of them. They in these big monster trucks that they use to drive all up in the mountains and everything, flipping them and everything. So this is what they do uh, on these days. They'll just go out sometimes, but today he have to rescue baby girl. Baby girl out had a flat tire in this storm, so he went out to and took baby Phoenix with him. Okay, but this is in Florida here. I didn't know they have. This is new. Snow in Florida. This is new. What the world? What is the world coming to? What is it coming to? I don't know. We got snow. We got blizzards. We got snow in Georgia. Well, that's normal. Uh, the ATL in Huntsville. That's all normal. Snow in Mississippi. That's normal. Snow in Texas. Just say ice. It ain't where we get it, but we don't know what to do with snow. But just say ice. We had snow start snowing here for me last night, and I went to sleep with the snow falling. Okay, woke up to snow. I took woke up this morning, opened up my front door so you all can see down in the down in the valley from my front door. You can see the houses down in the valley. I took a picture. No, I took a video. I did a video. I haven't posted it yet. But this is in Florida, guys. Oh, let me see what else we got. I'm going to show because I had a lot of people want to know about their state. Okay? And I'm not going to forget your states. Let me bring this one down because I guess they trying to get this car out. We'll come back when they get a little further with doing what they got to do. Okay, we're gonna come back. Let me put on another one. I think this is in Georgia. Yeah, this is in Georgia. All right, guys, because I had people talking about Georgia because they said last night I did most of Texas. Texas was being hammered. Uh, So I did Texas, a lot of Texas. Okay, so we're gonna. This is Georgia. When is Fox 5 Atlanta? Okay. Georgia winter weather. One person is unalive, reported as officials urge drivers to keep off roads Tuesday night. Now, today is Tuesday. I spoke and did this morning, but I didn't wake up until 1 o'clock. No, 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. I didn't wake up to 12 because somebody else told me it's 1 o'clock my time, and it's 1 o'clock here. So I didn't wake up to 12 o'clock. I think about 10:30 or 11 o'clock, my husband came to check on me or something, asked me about breakfast or coffee, and I told him I get up in 15 minutes, and I fell back to sleep. And then when 12 o'clock rolled around, I woke up and I'm thinking, oh my God, my husband did ask me about breakfast. I don't know. But anyway, this is with Channel 5. The information will be down for both videos down in my description box. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on. And then at the end, I got a special, something very special to show you about this. Okay, yes, I do. This is Tuesday midday weather forecast. Let me
here below 30 degrees, 29, and the dew point is at 8 degrees. We're going to have to raise
this. He said dew point is at 8 degrees over
the content of the moisture of the air to at least the double digits for us to get something to fall from the sky.
I don't know what's happening with that.
In terms of the wind, those winds are coming in out of the north.
We're going to watch it together, okay?
An hour. Therefore, it does not feel like it is 29.
The heck is this running across here? I don't know. Let's
talk about the winter weather threat for the remainder of the day. Precipitation, mostly snow. I don't really see an opportunity for wintry mix to sneak in there. And in terms of the timing,
guys, I don't know. Ever since the storm, I don't know.
Is a 1-2 o'clock time period. That's when the metro Atlanta area will likely start to see some falling flakes. The heart of the higher amounts will likely be across middle Georgia, and you'll likely start getting your snowfall as early as the 2-3 o'clock time period, with all of this tapering down as we get into the early evening period. Accumulation amounts, they stretch from anywhere from a dusting to 3 inches. I want to show you the worst case scenario here. This is if those snow bands actually lift to the north and to the west of I-85. By 2 o'clock, you can still see that there's some blue poking in here, and that blue really represents those bands of snow that are really starting to stretch out across the area. Ignore the greens and the yellows, or I should say the pinks, because I don't think that we'll have a wintry mix anywhere across the area. It's simply too cold. By 4 o'clock, you can see anywhere from Athens to Monticello all the way down to Thomaston getting a healthy dose of snow, and that continues right on through the 6 o'clock hour. Now, a better case scenario or a less snow scenario would keep most of this activity well to the south and to the east of the I-85 corridor. However, again, I want to prepare you for what could possibly happen and be impactful well to the north and to the west of the city. By 8 o'clock, we're starting to see some pockets opening up, and there are some breaks in the snow squalls. However, to the south and to the east of the city, the snow continues to fire on, and that could be the case as we get into the 10, 11 o'clock time period. A more conservative estimate for snowfall potential holds us at about 0.2 of an inch here in Atlanta. Higher amounts to the south and to the east above 1 inch as you get out to Thomaston and Eaton. Here's your Fox 5 Storm Team 7-day forecast. Tonight is all about the big chill after the snow. Temperatures dropping down into the teens, wind chills into the single digits.
Single digits. My goodness, Jonathan, thank you.
Walk with me through this. I'm going to try to make this make sense for you here. So in our initial models that were coming out, what they didn't really pick up on was the snow reaching into the Dallas metroplex here. The snowfall amounts were fairly impressive for those across Houston, but there was a pretty stark cutoff between the Houston metro area and the Dallas area and who would get snowfall. for the past 3 hours on radar here, I've been watching snow really pummel the Dallas Metroplex along with Houston. So what that tells me is that there is some dry air to the north of this system. However, it looks like the moist air that's providing the snowfall is actually a bit stronger. If that trend holds true, that means that we could have higher snowfall amounts than initially anticipated here in Atlanta. As we take a look at Fox 5 Live Opera Radar tonight, our problems are few and far in between. It's just the cold air at this point, but we're going to add to it tomorrow some winter weather. So you're under a winter weather advisory if you're shaded in the lavender here. If your county is shaded in lavender, that means that you're under an advisory. And then if you're in pink, which are Soul County and the Fox 5 viewing areas, Upson County, Thomaston, the county seat there, under a winter storm watch. And really has to do with amounts. We're looking at maybe a dusting to an inch in the counties in lavender. We'll up the ante to maybe 2 to 3 inches as you get into the counties in the pink. So let's go ahead and work through the timing here. If you wake up tomorrow morning, you're waking up early looking for snow, you're not going to find it. It does not snow tomorrow morning. Hear me clearly. It's not a morning deal. Late morning, could you see a flurry flying? Possibly so, but this is not. You wake up Tuesday morning and you have an obvious snow day. 20 degrees here in Atlanta. You can see here the numbers try to shoot up about 10 degrees by midday. According to this model run, it's now 12 noon and there's still no snow in North Georgia. It's really an afternoon ordeal. I'm starting to see some pockets sneaking up, moving across central and eastern Alabama. That energy will advance to the north. You can see here by the time we get to 4 o'clock, Troup County all the way up to southern portions of Coweta, going into Fayette, along with Clayton County, Spalding County, as far north as Hall County, dealing with some type of winter weather in the form of snow as we get into the 4 o'clock period. 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, we're starting to see the trend of that snow pulling off to the east. Temperatures all day long are going to stay at or below freezing. If you eke above freezing, I don't really think that will have a bearing on the snow amounts, because where we run the chance of actually maybe cutting 34 degrees, that's here in the Atlanta metro area, and dry air will probably try to stifle any snowfall that comes. So we have about maybe a window of 6 hours that we're going to work with, really from about 2 until 8 o'clock, with the prime time hours being 6 or 4 until 6. When we look at the snowfall potential here, this is what I will call the conservative model. This is saying that you may get an inch or a little bit more down there in Thomaston. The same for Inkton here in the Atlanta metro area, less than a quarter of an inch of snowfall. That would be a dusting for us. This model is a little bit more optimistic in showing that that snow line will actually be further to the north of the metro area. The amounts are still not that impressive. However, that could mean that we could have a more enduring event, meaning that we could possibly have hours of snowfall, and that may actually start to push some amounts up. Here's another model here. It's once again kind of maybe putting it in the middle of the road between the conservative and the more progressive model, not to bring politics into this, but you can see it here that this modeling is shooting up closer to 2 inches as far south as Thomaston, and about 1.5 inches for those of you in Inkton. There's a lot to work with here, including the cold air. We'll take a look at the numbers when I have a little bit more time later on in the hour.
Okay, guys. Remember I said something I needed to show you all? Let me just turn this down. I wanted to show you all something. Everybody know I love myself some Melanie Cherie Rogers, Dr. Melanie Cherie Rogers, okay? And on this, I'll just let you see it for yourself, okay? So this is the information. So since y'all know this is under Fox 5 Atlanta, you just scroll on down past the video we just watched, okay? Scroll on down, and what do we see? What do we see, guys? 7th Avenue Beauty, 7th Avenue Beauty by Melanie Cherie Cosmetics, now available. Now, I saw this, I was elated. I cannot believe I saw this. Okay. So I just wanted you all to see this, okay? Melanie Cherie. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. That information will be down in my description box. Now, if you want to click on that, you can, because I told you where to find it. You go down to right up under my video. I have a description box. You're gonna see Channel 5 Atlanta, Fox 5 Atlanta, and then you scroll on down like I did, and then you're gonna see this right there. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and get on to the. Let's see what else happening across the U.S. The map from East Coast to West Coast, from Central, um, every time zone. Okay, so let's see what else is going on. I mean, it is just snowing everywhere. Oh well, let me show you the first video. Remember the first one we saw? They're driving now. I guess they got up. They got up on the road. I guess they got the car up on the road. Let's see where they're driving to. This is all, this is live now. Let's see where they're driving to. You see, they're driving now. I don't know where they're driving to. They got, now that's in Florida. You see the snow? I guess my sister is freaking out. All my cousins and family members are freaking out. You can see this alive. They must be freaking out. Okay, so let's get out of that. I want to. We're gonna see what's going on in other parts. Okay, I did have some more pulled up. Let me just see which one we're gonna work on right now. See who else we're gonna show. Yes, because chaos. Let's see what's chaos is going on everywhere. Now, let me just tell you all this. They got snow on the beach. Snow on the beach in Galveston. Galveston, Texas got snow on the beach. And you know that's something. You know that is crazy for snow to be on the beach. Uh-uh. Let me try to find that for you. Oh wait. Here I'm gonna we're gonna see what this one is going on while I find the snow on the beach. Now remember, everything I pull up, that information is being in my description box. Because I don't have time to be pulling up stuff and don't put it in my description box. Because I'm not going to have nobody coming after me. You ain't coming after me. Okay. I'm just waiting till this ad pass. They got a long ad. And this is live, guys. This is live. Snow in Houston. Road conditions forecast updates. Yes, snow is in Houston. Austin got snow. All around got snow. You was in Texas. I'm just waiting for, here it is.
Then Texas DPS troopers and the
See, I'm not going to touch nothing. I don't know what it is.
National Guard have been sent to the southern
I
border of
hope y'all
Texas
can
to
hear this.
support federal law enforcement agents, but the operation and its presence in Eagle Pass has been controversial. Fox 26's Jonathan Mejia is live for us at Shelby Park with the latest. Jonathan.
That's right. Shelby Park was once open to the public, but ever since last year, it's been under the state's control. Today, we were given an exclusive inside look behind that gated fence. A park that was once open to the public is now full of anti-climb barriers, shipping containers, fences, concertina, and razor wires wrap all along the park, serving as a deterrent for illegal migrants crossing over from Piedras Negras, Mexico. Members of the National Guard control this area under Governor Greg
Now,
Abbott's
I'm
orders.
trying to talk about the snow.
Inside, there's a tactical
They're talking about
operations
snow in
center with
Houston in the
Center for
forecast, and
Emergency
here they're
Control.
talking about
The
some
Texas Department of Emergency
on the
Management and
fence,
GPS are in
the
charge of the
border.
border buoys that
I
are
don't
placed
want
on
to
the
hear
Rio
that
Grande.
right now. If I
Residents
wanted
have
to hear
voiced their
that,
frustration
I
with the
would have
governor and the state of.
put that up, but I didn't want to hear that. No, I'm trying to hear the forecast. Okay, so don't worry. We still got the forecast. Okay, here's the update going on. What's going on right now? Here's one going on right now. Y'all know I don't have time. This is a one going on right now, a press conference. I'm trying to catch it at the beginning so we can all hear it together. This is who we was listening to yesterday. KHOU 11.
We have very good results in the last 24 hours in terms of Houstonians responding and limiting their activities, with the exception of the children playing in the snow today, which it was a very special day, and got to see video, didn't get to visit with the grandkids, but today was a good day for Houstonians because they listened to the messages from our first responders and their leadership to stay at home. And our first responder numbers are much, much lower than you would expect, fairly normal, quite frankly, for fire, police. Carbon monoxide incidents are very low. Traffic accidents are low. But I can't emphasize enough that we can't become complacent. Do not let the clear skies fool you. The next 24 hours will be our most dangerous because of the melting snow will turn to ice as soon as the sun goes down. So please, Houstonians, hear me. We're halfway there. The next 24 hours are our most dangerous. We're going to continue to be diligent from the city perspective. We have the staffing in place for fire and police. Public Works is doing their part, but we have to continue to protect your pipes. Tomorrow, when things thaw out, many of us will learn that our pipes are broken. So have a plan. First of all, protect them tonight by wrapping them. Continue to wrap your pipes. Open up your cabinets, your attic doors. Use the common sense and smart approach that has got us so successfully to this point. I could give so many shout outs to TxDOT, who during the night kept our medical center open, working with my team. TxDOT provided the equipment to keep 288 and into the med center, McGregor, open. It was our highest priority. TxDOT has used their equipment to keep 610, Loop, I-10, and others open. Now, there have been some incidents such as the 3 18-wheelers near Rosenberg. They were trying to meet deadlines. They had bad accidents. I saw this afternoon a jackknife 18-wheeler right behind City Hall on the Pierce Elevated, automobiles. The ice is there and it can be deceiving, covered by snow. So just assume we have icy roads wherever you want to travel. The answer to it is stay at home. I'd like to thank the employers in Houston. Most of our retail stores were closed. Our public facilities have been closed, with the exception, I'm going to talk about our warming centers because that is still probably our highest priority. But the city services closed down, municipal courts, the airport, Let's speak about the airport. TSA will start taking passengers in the morning at 9 a.m. TSA opens at 9 a.m. in the morning. Houston, Bush, and Hobby will take arrivals starting at 10 o'clock in the morning. Departures will be at 11 o'clock tomorrow. So as I said, we've got a challenge to get through this evening into tomorrow morning when icy conditions will be so bad. City will be closed tomorrow. We made the decision and contacted all of our city employees this morning. Do not come to work in the morning. Thursday will be a challenge, but Thursday we do believe we'll be open for business with the proper precautions. So, warming centers. I've been to 3 today. They're crowded, but we have capacity. We give you a ride. We'll give you a ride on Metrolift. Then Z Trips will take you. No one is turned away from one of our facilities. 10 Houston operated warming centers. And it is such a reminder for me, the challenges we have in this city with our homeless population. And when we get through this challenging storm, we must get back focused on the people that are so vulnerable living on our street with so much mental health challenges that we have to come together as a community and assist those that need our assistance so badly. Thank you to the county for sharing their resources, communicating with our commissioners. I can't say enough about TxDOT. Steve Albus is a Houston resident that is on the TxDOT board. We're in constant touch with him and the State Emergency Center. But it gets back to, these are the services we're providing and we're prepared for, but it gets back to Houstonians doing their part. And I cannot thank you enough. The collaboration of all the agencies and then the collaboration with the public joining us to take all the safeguards that we mentioned. So it's halftime. We got third and fourth quarters to go. We're going to be in the red zone. We've got to be very safe and smart from here on out. If we follow the precautions and the common sense we've used up to this point, we're going to look back at this storm as a challenging experience where Houston met its challenge. We're a great city, great people with challenges, and we're hitting them head on and solving them. Let me bring up a couple of department heads that have specific issues to emphasize. Public Works, Randy, if you'll come talk about the best practices for protecting your pipes and also our thoroughfares.
Thank you, Mayor. Can't emphasize enough what the mayor said. We're so grateful to Houstonians who have heeded the messages and have listened. There have been very few cars on the road, but as the mayor said, this isn't the time to be complacent about that. Can't emphasize enough the fact that the roads are slushy now, which means that in the next few hours, as the temperatures drop and the sun goes down, they will freeze. We absolutely know they're going to freeze. That's going to make travel on those thoroughfares very, very difficult overnight and in the early morning hours. We're very optimistic that with warming tomorrow that we'll start to see a lot of that clear up. The water system's done really well throughout this entire event. A big, big thanks to all of our folks at our facilities across town that have ridden out this storm. They've been sleeping on the floors. They've been monitoring the equipment. Pressures across the whole system are very good for us for a storm like this. But as the mayor mentioned, now that we get towards the end of this event, it's when we're going to start to see some impacts that you won't see during the colder temperatures. As the pipes start to thaw out, as the temperatures rise, you will discover that in some instances there are some breaks. We'll see some breaks in city pipes. You're certainly going to see some breaks in your pipes in your homes. It's not too late to still take some precautionary measures. Make sure your sprinkler systems are shut off. Most sprinkler systems have their own dedicated shutoff valve. Make sure that that's closed. Make sure you know where the shutoff valve to your home is. If you all of a sudden find that a pipe is ruptured after it's thawed out, shut it off as quickly as you can to minimize the amount of damage that's there. Of course, call 311 if you need some additional assistance in locating those things. And if you see major water breaks across the city as you start to be about your business tomorrow, be sure to call those in as well. We address those as fast as we can. But Mayor, grateful for the collaboration, especially. I echo his sentiments with TxDOT and how they've helped us on the thoroughfares and making sure that there's clear paths. Our public works crews continue to stand by to provide additional support to first responders where necessary. That's our biggest priority through the rest of this event, is making sure that first responders, police and fire have clear pathways to get to the service areas they need to get to. But we're almost there. Keep up the good work, and we'll make it through it.
Thank you. Thank you for your rank and file. Our fire department is doing such an outstanding job. They will actually help us tonight transport individuals to our warming centers. It's a first for the Houston Fire Department to get involved, that collaboration that I keep repeating. We're all in this together, all hands on deck, and now we're seeing the fire department offer an additional service. And Chief Munoz, if you'll give us the precautions we need on space heaters and give us a report on the number of carbon monoxide incidents.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, as the mayor has mentioned time and time again, and our department as well, carbon monoxide poisoning, as it is one of the deadly killers and the quiet killers, as we call it. The numbers are going down, but there's still that danger. We did have an incident today that involved 2 children. Fortunately, our fire department did an amazing job in taking them to a local hospital for precautionary measures, and the prognosis is good. Heaters, cause of fires. Ensure that your heaters are at a place 3 feet from any flammable areas or materials. Generators, make sure they're 20 feet from the house to ensure that no carbon monoxide is mentioned. And the mayor mentioned the transportation. We presented a plan to the mayor, and thank you for your support, Mayor, on that. For the first time ever, our HED personnel is going to be utilizing vehicles other than EMS and fire trucks to transport individuals to those warming centers. But again, that's the seriousness of the effects of the winter that we're facing. Again, encourage everyone, as the mayor has mentioned time and time again, and along with Chief Diaz and all the directors behind us, please stay off the road. But once again, safety, safety, safety. The generators know where they're at. Carbon monoxide. Definitely pay attention to your surroundings with any open flames. But thank you, Mayor. Appreciate you.
Storm update, Mayor John Whitmire wanting to emphasize that we are halfway there. Houstonians have limited their activities and listened to emergency officials' calls. Activity and accidents are all low.
All very good news. And the big threat is tonight and into the morning with the melting snow that will then turn to ice.
That one bad actor tried to break into an ATM machine, but he didn't realize that the snow leaves his footprints everywhere he was leaving the site. So our fine first responders, HPD, tracked him to his vehicle, and he is no longer on the streets of Houston. So thank you, Houston Police, Houston Fire, EMS, Public Works, I consider a first responder. Chief Diaz, will you give us a status report on our law enforcement?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I want to thank Chief Munoz for his partnership. We've had a great day today. Thank you, Houston, first and foremost, for heeding the warnings, listening to the messaging, because it helped us out. Our calls for service were down. Our accidents were down. For a city this large, 16,000 plus miles of roadway, we had 22 accidents throughout the whole day, mostly minor. We're doing a great job. I can't thank the men and women of the Houston Police Department enough, especially our hot team, who touched about 300 souls over the last 2 days. And last night we were able to help at least 70 get into warming centers, and over 150 blankets, things that necessities we were given. And it was just an incredible partnership. To date, to right now, we have not had a loss of life that we've been reported yet. So we're really, really fortunate. But again, it's the Houstonians listening to the messaging. So thank you very much. Thank you for helping us help you. And thank you for helping your neighbors as well. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Talking about your outreach, the collaboration with nonprofits and all of our first responders, we've had 1,036 individuals go to a warming center. very significant. I'd like to give a shout out to the food bank that fed them. I was in Acres Home this afternoon. People are warm and secure, but they were hungry. They'd run out of their MREs that were furnished by the state. So coming back, talking to my team, we got a hold of the food bank who took 100 meals to Acres Home this afternoon. So things are working well. As I've said, the real challenge is the next 24 hours. I would urge the press to emphasize to the public what we did the last 24 hours worked. Now let's match it the next 24 hours. At this time, I'd ask Anna in my office to come translate for our Spanish-speaking residents.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you.
Para los miembros de la comunidad de habla hispana, el alcalde y todos los directores atrás de mí están aquí para agradecer al público por escuchar nuestras advertencias. El hecho que ustedes escucharon, se quedaron en casa, no fueron a manejar, no fueron al trabajo, hemos podido mantener nuestra ciudad segura, no hemos tenido ninguna pérdida de vida y ningún accidente grave. Entonces, muchísimas gracias por escucharnos y estas siguientes 24 horas serán igual de importantes porque la nieve se va a derretir, causando que las calles estén muy resbaladizas y esas son condiciones críticas para cualquier vehículo en la calle. Entonces, por favor, sigan en sus casas. Si no tienen que, quédense ahí con sus niños porque van a estar muy carreteras. Las temperaturas van a volver a congelarse esta noche y toda esa nieve va a crear condiciones como una pista de hielo. Los servicios de transporte público seguirán abiertos hasta las 10 de la noche. Después de eso, si necesitan ir a un centro de calentamiento, pueden hablar al 311 y alguien podrá ir a recogerlos. La ciudad estará cerrada mañana, al igual que las cortes, pero el aeropuerto volverá a abrir a partir de las 10 de la mañana aproximadamente. Nuevamente, por su seguridad y la de los demás, no salgan en sus vehículos, cuiden sus tuberías, porque si una tubería se congeló, ahora que las temperaturas están altas otra vez, se descongelan y ahí es donde ven fugas. Si tiene una fuga y no sabe qué hacer, llame al 311. Tomen también en cuenta las fuentes de calor que pueden llegar a ser peligrosas. El jefe Muñoz nos dice que han tenido alrededor de 60 llamadas acerca del monóxido de carbono, que puede ser letal. Así que por favor tengan cuidado con los calentadores, no prendan estufas ni hornos para hacer calor en su casa. Mantengan sus mascotas dentro de casa todavía, cuiden a sus vecinos, sus familiares, especialmente a los pequeños y a los de la tercera edad. Mañana a mediodía volveremos a nuestra rutina como ciudad y saldremos de esto más fuerte que antes. Gracias.
Very good. Are there any questions? Can't imagine there being any. We've covered pretty much everything that's critical. The good news is we didn't have a rise in first responder calls today because the public listened to our message, and we just urge them, let's go forward and the next 24 hours, which I think are the most dangerous. So thank y'all for being here.
Spoons, they're out. Panera's new ciabatta dippers are in.
All right, guys, thank you for listening to that video. And I hope you all got a lot of information from it. Like they said, today is Tuesday, and a lot of this information is for you to remember for tomorrow. You're still going to have to follow the same procedures and everything that they mentioned and everything. Still be safe because the roads, like they said, when the temperature goes down, that snow that was melting or turning into slush will freeze over tonight. When temperatures drops, the sun, at daylight, the sun or whatever goes down, it can freeze over and it becomes dangerous, treacherous out there for you. So be careful on Wednesday, getting up, going to work. Be very careful. Like they said, stay home if you have to, if you can. Well, not if you have to. Stay home if you can. All right? We're going to make sure, let me just have y'all, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. And don't forget, I said that I'm needing a little over 600 subscribers to get to 6,000. I need everybody to help me to get there. All right. And please don't forget about my second channel, Pink Global. Show that channel some love. If I can get a couple people to go over there and click that like button, that would be fantastic. Okay. And remember, it don't cost a thing. Just remember, I never seen snow in Florida. I lived there for about 6 months. I never seen snow. I got a whole lot of family live there. And they live there just because of the warm temperatures. They live there because of the warm temperatures and stuff. And then don't forget what was going on down in the ATL, Atlanta. Don't forget don't forget, we still got stuff going on in Mississippi, Houston, Austin, Florida, down in Galveston, on the beach. Florida, I'm not used to seeing nothing in Florida, but it's there. And then don't forget Galveston, that's a beach, Galveston Beach. They got, this is unreal. Let me just say this. I've been saying this for a long time. Ever since we had that eclipse last year in 2023, things have not been the same to me. Everything's been chaotic. People been chaotic. The weather has been chaotic. Wildfires. We just had wildfires in Los Angeles. California would never be the same. Los Angeles. You name all them places. Never be the same. And now we got blizzards in places that not used to having blizzards. Okay, so y'all, I'm telling you, something is wrong. Even the people in lost their mind. Half of them and lost their mind ever since this eclipse. I got a video about that eclipse. Yes, I do. I put out a video about that eclipse. Y'all need to go over to my channel, Pinkie the Housewife, and check it out. Just go. Just go. I'm not going to hold you back. I'm going to let you go on over there and check it out. All right. But don't forget what I said, guys. I need y'all to hit that like button to get me to 6,000 before Sunday. And tomorrow is going to be a short day for me because I'm going to be on the, no, what tomorrow is Wednesday. No, I'm not going to be on the road Wednesday because it's still ice. Okay, I forget this ice. I can't go nowhere. I'm going to have to say, okay? So everybody, let's get me there. You all don't remember this, do you? When I needed to get, when I hit 4,130. I remember that. Now we need to do it again. That was a long time ago. I remember when I hit 5,000. I'm looking for that one because I tend to keep them so I can remember. But I don't need to hit I don't need to hit that, guys. I've been hit that. Okay, I've been hit that long time ago. I'm just remembering back then. So if y'all was able to help me to hit it then, let's get me there. Put it in your comment. Say, Pinkie, I hit that like button or I subscribe. Either one or both. Okay. Let me go ahead and get off here because I'm going to do a live tonight. I think I'm doing a live tonight. Okay. And y'all need to be there. All right. Bye-bye.